Hey everybody, happy Mother's Day. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. I know I did. It was so peaceful and relaxing. I really enjoyed my day. I received a phone call today from someone who's been knowing me for years, and they are part of my Facebook friends. And I didn't know it because they have a different name and a different picture. But they had been watching my post. And so she felt the need to call me and tell me that God told her to tell me it's time to go back to church. And I was so shocked because I started my fast on Friday. I ended it today, and I was fasting for clarity and direction. And at the end of my fast, I heard the words so clear: you are right where I need you to be. And so I did not hear from God that it was time for me to return to the church. So I said, well, I'm not sure what God you're talking about, but he has not told me that. She got a little frustrated and she said, you know, the church is a hospital, and I've been watching your post and you are sick. I said, well, I'm not sure how you got that from my post. I said, but I can tell you what my post is from me personally and what I'm dealing with internally. I said, what you see in my post is me grieving the death of my mother. Me grieving the fact that I could not celebrate my mother's birthday the way I desired. Me grieving the separation of my family and my siblings. Me grieving the separation of my daughter. I said, but you don't see me sick. I am not physically ill at all. I said, so I'm not really sure if you truly heard from God. I said, and there is nowhere in the scriptures that tells us the church is a hospital. But it does tell us it's a temple of God. You know, it's a house of worship, a house of prayer, a place where disciples are developed, then sent out. But I really don't know anywhere in scripture where it says the church is a hospital. I said, when I was in church, I received my calling. I believe that was on my heart. I said yes to the Lord. And I also said, here am I, send me. So I don't believe that I am physically ill and need to be in a church that is viewed as a hospital. I said when I submitted to the church and I joined the ministry, I understood I was pledging my allegiance to the leader of the ministry. And when the leadership started to change and I was feeling, I can use the word abused because that is abnormal use. I was gave false promises and I was lied to. They were trying to sit me down, which made me feel that I was being stifled when I clearly heard God say go. So I really don't see the church the way you see it. So I can't understand why you calling me with this. I also said when I was in church, I was approached by two different men after I had received my healing from going through the heartbreak of a divorce. One man was in the ministry and the other wasn't. And they both told me they had prayed for me. And God told them that I was their wife. They had both told me that they were going to walk with me and be there with me and be kind with me and try to understand me. And if it's my fault, I apologize, but it really didn't happen the way they said it was going to happen to me. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful or rude, but I don't believe God told you that. She's like, well, I just know that what I'm seeing you doing and the lifestyle you living and all this stuff you putting on Facebook, it just looks horrible and it looks like you're sick. I said, well, thank you for your point of view, but it truly, to me, is my life. It's my story. It's my testimony. I'm being transparent. I'm being vulnerable. I'm not holding this stuff in. I'm putting it out to a community of people whom I think is loving me and praying for me and seeing me for me, what I'm going through, and seeing that these are tests and trials. This is a human life. I'm a human being. I'm making human mistakes. I'm living in a world of human beings, and I am being affected by it because I'm not used to it. I said, you know me more than anybody. I've been sheltered all my life. It wasn't until my mother left that I realized I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't have anybody to pray with. I just don't. I said, nobody's calling me saying, sis, I see you. Let me pray for you. Nobody's taking the time to do none of that. I said, so I really cannot receive what you're saying to me. I said, but I can tell you while I'm talking to you right now, I clearly see what the hospital is. Well, I don't know if you see the way you used to. And I don't know if you hear the way you used to. I said, and that's okay. Because you probably not supposed to see that in this time of my life. I said, I truly believe in my heart that we are under an open heaven and everything comes to light in heaven because there is no darkness there. So things are being exposed. The light is shining bright and I am still tremendously blessed. I have not posted one thing on there about somebody sending me some money, about somebody giving me food, clothes, shelter, nothing. I have not been to a hospital or a physician, a primary care physician that is for an ailment on me or in me. I said everything that's happened to me is coming from external. It's coming from people. It is not attacking my spirit. It is not attacking my soul. It is attacking my body, my emotions, and my lifestyle. I said, but the hospital is a facility where the sick and wounded go for temporary healing, then they're released. I said, it's a facility for the gravely ill to go and be prepared to peacefully transition, and their physical bodies are released to the grave. I said, and it's a facility where the servants of the facility are doctors, practitioners, and nurses, and even they retire out. I said, I do believe that you may be thinking of a passage where Jesus was talking to the Pharisees, and he told them, it's not the healthy that needs a doctor, but the sick. And it is to my perfect understanding and knowledge that I am healthy. So I appreciate your call. I will take it all into consideration. I will submit it before the God I serve. I will pray about it. And if he tells me to return to the church, because it's a hospital, I'm going to get myself up and I'm going to go to a church. But until then, he is putting me in a place of isolation, as he always do every 7 years. He puts me in a place of isolation for 2 years. In those 2 years, you know me. I said, you know me, Ma. In those 2 years, you know I am fasting. I am praying. I am in my word almost 6 hours a day. And I'm writing, developing, and I'm out in the streets meeting and talking to people. So I am not offended, and I hope I have not offended you. But I really do appreciate you watching and paying attention to me, because at least I know you care. So I just wanted to share that with you all. I'm good. I know God. I understand clearly what's happening to me. Everything I thought I had, thought I needed, thought I wanted has been snatched away. But the beauty of what I'm walking and living in right now cannot compare. It supersedes the drama, the trauma, the turmoil that I've been going through for the past 3 years. It supersedes all that. I am in a peaceful, loving, open, free space. I'm doing the will of God that I believe I was put here for and I was called for. Me and my children have traveled to many states. I have witnessed to, prayed for, given prophetic words to people whom I may never ever see again. So I'm really thankful for the call, because I was asking God, Lord, I just want to see myself from other people's point of view. And in the end of that whole situation, I got off the phone. I cried. And he said, now you see. He said, but it's not everybody. It's the ones who really just don't know. So I want to give this Mother's Day word to everybody out there. Everybody out there. Know that you know that you know your internal guide. Know that you know your internal God. And seek Him. We are called to seek our Father, our Creator. God does not seek anything but a worshiper. You can search all the scriptures and you're going to find the only thing that God seeks is a worshiper. It's a sweet aroma to Him. He says, I seek a worshiper. So whenever you worshiping God, He's seeking you. That's not the time you seeking Him. We got it backwards. He's like, ooh, is that my daughter worshiping me? Oh, is that my son worshiping me? Let me go see. That's all He seeks. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I just want to say I love y'all. Thank y'all for loving on me. Thank y'all for caring about me. And most of all, thank y'all for understanding who I am. Have a good one.